Hi, Bryan from Airflow Music here once again. Welcome back. It's been a little while since we've done a video. We're just getting into the daily shed at the beginning of the year, and on January 6th, which was the last day I posted one of those videos, I actually sprained my left wrist. What they call a moderate sprain, but in point of fact I tore 3 ligaments. So yeah, that slowed me down for a little while. But it's all better now. Everything seems to be good. So it's time to get back. Now I've gotten back into my practicing properly a little bit and all of that kind of stuff. It's time to get back to some videos. Anyway, when we left off, we were just finishing up playing the scale workout, going through all the individual modes of our major scales. And as I said in that last video, the next step of this is to put them together somewhat into a different exercise. The exercise we're going to start with today is what I like to call an expanded scale exercise, which is where you don't just play a scale up and down or down and up, but in actual fact you cycle through the modes, up one, down the next, so on and so forth, to get to the top and cover a little more range, and also really start to get your ranges connected and get a little bit more inside the scale you're dealing with. Now obviously if we do the entirety of every mode, the full octave of every mode, then this gets pretty rangy quickly. So the version we're going to start off with today follows this principle, but it's just a fragment of each mode, the first 4 notes as we go up or down of each scale. I'll get into playing it in a minute. I've got a full demonstration of this for you, so you'll be able to follow along with the exercise on the screen, and then as usual, if you want to download this and practice it at home, you'll find a free downloadable PDF on the Airflow Music online store, and you'll find the link for that below, so it'll be easy enough to find. And yeah, not too much more to say about this. We're generally practicing at a comfortably soft volume. The focus here... Oh, a couple of things about the exercise, sure. Okay, so the way it's notated on the page, and that's probably flashing on the screen right now, is to play this with a repeat. Play it first time slurred, second time tongued. The overall focus of this is trying to maintain a smooth approach to getting all the way up and down the scale, all the way up and down through each exercise. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, I want to start out a little slowly. Not super slow, but a little slowly. It's notated at 8th notes or quavers, and we're going to play at 100 beats a minute. Okay, so not too fast, but not super slow either. Because we're testing this out for the first time, and you know, many of you probably won't have played scales quite this way before, it's good to go a little slow and not overstress ourselves. So I suggest that to begin with, as I'm going to demonstrate, you play it without the repeat. So we're just going to focus on playing this slurred. Once you get it under your fingers and you can get a little tempo happening, then you can also start to tongue these up and down as well. So you maintain the same air approach, whether you're slurring or tonguing. Anyway, that got long-winded quickly. Let's get into the demonstration. Here it comes. The lines will be up on the screen as I play them. And like I say, you can always download the PDF to follow along with as well. The link for that is below. 100 beats a minute, comfortably soft. Let's get into it. 1, 2. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. Okay, didn't really get a good breath and sustain all the way through that, so I'm going to play that one again. This is number 7, F sharp. 1, 2. Much better. Moving on. 2. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. Sorry, as you can see, bit of a tickle. Oh, very strange. Let me play that one again. Number 12, low G major. 1, 2. Okay, so there you have it. Fairly simple exercise, and we run straight through all the keys there. You saw the ones I had to go back and do again. No harm in needing to do that if something doesn't go quite right. Like I say, for number 7, the low F sharp, I just didn't get a good breath, and I wanted to make sure I could really sustain through that phrase. Because even at that tempo, it's fairly reasonable to play it twice in one breath rather than just once. And then the last one, I had a bit of a tickle in my throat. Not used to talking to the camera lately. So, you know, it was good to go back and do that one again as well. Okay? So, yeah, that's the exercise. The thing I'm focusing on as I practice something like that is really getting through it very smoothly from note to note. No hiccups, no jumps, no gaps when I'm slurring. Really making it smoothly from the heart of one note to the next. Both from note to note and across the whole phrase. For extra credit, I would say to really focus on your dynamics, keep it soft, and really try not to get too much louder as you move into the upper register or into the higher register of the exercise. This one deliberately doesn't go too high, so most of you will be able to play it in all 12 keys. But that brings us on to what we'll be dealing with next time, which is a slightly larger fragment of the scale. So it gets a little rangier. And then the third video in this little sub-series will be the full version of this exercise that I would usually practice, which expands all the way through the scale, up and down through a whole octave of every mode. And now obviously once we get into all 12 keys, that requires a little more range. It'll take us up to a high F on the high end. So, you know, I understand that, you know, some of you will be comfortable with that and some of you won't. And we're all at different stages in our development on these things, so there's nothing wrong with that. So, but at least then by the time we get there, even if it's a little beyond your range to play that in all keys, you'll have these other versions to fall back on where it doesn't go quite as high. So you can play full octave expanded scales in some keys and the smaller fragments in some of the others to still get the benefits of playing in all of those keys. Anyway, that's the idea of what we're doing here. I'll be back very soon with the second video with the kind of intermediate level version of this exercise. And yeah. Until then, if this has been helpful, please do hit that like button down below this video. And yeah, you can download the PDF at the Airflow Music Online Store as normal, and you'll find the link in the description below for that. And other than that, I'm not sure there's too much else to say. Have fun dealing with this. If you have any questions about this exercise, or if there's a trumpet playing topic you'd like me to make a video about, please do leave a comment below. And I'll be sure to try and do that very soon, because I want to get back into making videos more regularly. Okay? So, I'll see you next time, which will be very soon. And in the meantime, you know what to do. Go practice.